Siamo di nuovo in diretta con Hubs in Italia, nel nostro blog report. È un altro speciale che facciamo purtroppo per un'altra catastrofe. Abbiamo seguito la guerra, seguiamo il cambiamento climatico e ora ci teniamo a seguire il terremoto che sta accadendo in Turchia. Con noi oggi abbiamo un ospite che adesso lasceremo presentare, è inglese quindi farò la traduzione, è Funda Gacal. Ciao Funda, hello Funda, welcome to Habzin.
Ciao Domenico.
Hi, thank you for being with us and thank you for your time in this tragic moment. And I will ask you some question about what's going on there because we want to know and we want to also with our platform try to acknowledge what's happening there. So I'll let you introduce yourself first of all, and please let us know really a little bit about what's happening there. Thank you, Funda.
Thank you. I am Funda. I'm based in Turkey. In fact, I'm just working on climate change with some NGOs, with some international NGOs. At the moment, I think, as all of you know, that we are experiencing one of the greatest disaster of the century in Turkey, because we have an earthquake happened on Monday early in the morning, and lots of people are still under the debris. Lots of people are dying, or most of the people are still lost. So we are trying to help. We are also thank you so much for giving me space on your program, because it is very valuable for us, to let the international community to be our voice, to hear us. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you to you, Funda. I will translate for the Italian audience. Abbiamo con noi Funda Gacal, anche lei si occupa di cambiamento climatico con diverse NGO in Turchia e ha raccontato appunto che come un po' tutti noi sappiamo è avvenuto questo tremendo terremoto che ha colpito diverse città in Turchia anche in un periodo del giorno un po' particolare e quindi i danni sono stati ingenti. Sicuramente apprezza il fatto che diamo questo spazio aperto per parlare perché appunto è molto importante che ci sia aiuto internazionale, è molto apprezzato che ci sia aiuto internazionale. So thank you Funda, thank you for sharing your time. I know that it can be very difficult to share your thought in this moment, but what we want to do really is also to try to help. And actually, as Abzin, our mission is to share knowledge, but also to support human rights and humanitarian crisis. So the first thing that I want to ask you, if you can let us figure out about how the earthquake is spread, some of the numbers, and then finally how we can help to your communities and your country to recover from this big damage.
Mhm. So the earthquake happened on Monday, 4 a.m. in the night. So most of the people were in their bed. I have a map actually, maybe it can help. So this is the size of the earthquake area. So this is the Turkey-Syrian border, and the red place here is the affected areas. And at the border, you see the size of the Germany, which means that the affected area is almost as big as half of the Germany. And also 15 percentage of the Turkish population live in these areas, and also 10 cities are affected. So the earthquake didn't only hit one city, but it hit 10 cities in the same time. So this is what makes it one of the worst disaster possibly that Turkey is has been handling ever, like any time in its history.
Thank you Funda. So ci ha fatto vedere questa mappa. You can keep the map, so
Mhm,
oh, no worries. So keep up the map if you can, okay?
mhm.
Ci ho fatto vedere questa mappa che dà un po' le dimensioni del terremoto. Come vedete, questa è la mappa delle zone che sono state colpite al confine tra Turchia e Siria. E in sovrapposizione c'è la mappa della Germania. Vedete che è quasi estesa come la Germania, l'area affetta. E Funda ci ha spiegato che praticamente 10 città in tutta questa estensione sono state colpite da questo terremoto, che ne ha fatto una delle più grandi catastrofi umanitarie che appunto stiamo avendo nei nostri tempi. So thank you Funda, thank you very much. And actually, you are in a safe place now. I hope that you are very good and you can and also your family are good. But um, one question that of course we all have. We listen, for example, in the previous days in the news, we saw that the earthquake led the terrain move
Yeah.
for like 5 meters and so
Yes.
on. And even in the places that are more far, how it's been perceived and how there has been damage there. So this is the core, but also which is the situation all around in the other parts that are maybe we can say less affected, but in a way are near there.
So in fact, the Syria and the Turkey is the most affected area. For instance, we have Ankara here, the capital of Turkey, so it is not affected. So this is a thing. The Turkey, the total size of Turkey is almost twice of Germany, to give a comparison. So um, at least some of us are safe to host people, like saved from the earthquake, or to donate people. So it doesn't mean that all Turkey economy is collapsed or it just affected the whole Turkey. But it is true that it is affecting all of us. It doesn't matter where we live. Like maybe we are just living in Canada, where maybe we are just living in another safer city of Turkey. But of course, our hearts are with this region. And yes, it means that it didn't hit all of Turkey, but we're just losing so many people. At the moment, the death toll is announced as 20,000 people, and we are expecting it to increase around 150 to 200,000 people, because there are a lot of collapsed buildings. It will be almost the fifth day. More than 100 hours passed. Still, some rescue team can reach to some alive people, but there are hundreds and thousands of people who are under the debris, and possibly we lost them.
Thank you Funda, I will make the translation. Funda ci ha spiegato che è vero, ci sono parti della Turchia e della Siria che non sono state colpite, comunque la Turchia due volte, la Germania, e ci sono aree che grazie al cielo riescono a raccogliere alcuni dei rifugiati, però questo non significa che i danni non siano sentiti da tutta la Turchia, perché sebbene l'economia turca sia ancora integra nella sua diciamo, interezza, però ha subito grossi danni quelle persone che sono intorno alle migliaia di quelle di quelle che sono state colpite. Questo chiaramente è un danno ingente per tutta la Turchia e per tutta la popolazione turca. E quindi adesso Funda, I saw that you shared another map if you want to, ok?
Mhm.
So, Funda ci farà vedere un'altra mappa per capire un po' la geografia del terremoto.
So this is where the earthquake hit. We have the biggest death toll from Hatay here. This is very close to the Syrian border, as you can see, and this is where like Turkish people from different backgrounds, from different religions live. Like we lost so many people from different backgrounds. Some of them were Armenian, some of them were Catholic. We lost them. And this is also you can see the earthquake just follow the fault line. So totally it just hit 10 cities. Like we see the Gaziantep here, Hatay is here, Kahramanmaraş, it is just here. So now aftermath of this earthquake, we are worried, but we also know that we almost lost Hatay totally. We possibly just lost half of the Gaziantep. So it means that among these 10 cities, we lost some of them cities totally. We cannot recover it. We lost all the buildings almost, even the hospital, even the airport, especially in Hatay. We lost a hospital and we also lost the airport. It is collapsed partially or completely. But other from Hatay, we also just lost almost half of the other remaining 9 cities.
So thank you Funda. Funda ci ha fatto vedere, in questo è la mappa che descrive l'epicentro e la zona dove è stato, come dire, sono state le scosse più grandi. In questa zona vivono diverse popolazioni, armeni, siriani, turchi e alcuni proprio vivono in quella zona lì e alcune città, ci spiegava, sono completamente perse, sono completamente rase al suolo. Haha e Gaza ci diceva sono due città che ormai non esistono più. Questo per farvi capire che appunto è veramente un terremoto che non ha avuto eguali forse nella storia. So Funda, thank you for showing this map and it's very interesting because it let us understand us also the geography of the problem and also the way on eventually how we can help.
Mhm.
As Hubzin, we are very active in supporting also humanitarian crisis as far as we can on the local side, but also it's important to know from you which can be the ways in which we can help.
Mhm. I also wanted to share two screens for you with you if I can. Hold on for a minute. So this is a map of the fault lines in Turkey actually. So we know that this is Syria and this is where the Hatay and the other 10 cities are. Also, this also shows the Istanbul. The capital of Turkey, in fact, is Ankara, but it just shows the Istanbul and the other regions. The problem of Turkey is that it's the earthquake country. We cannot help it. It is not like Germany. It is not like the other Nordic countries. It is not like Netherlands. We are just our country is just exactly on a fault line. So the problem of Turkey is that we haven't we knew that it was coming, but we couldn't stop it. We couldn't take the prevention. This is why lots of Turkish people, if you have any Turkish colleagues, they are so emotional and they are so angry at the moment, because it is not only fact that we cannot help, but it is also another fact that we had some opportunities to save these people, but the building codes haven't been applied in Turkey, so we are just losing more and more people. How you can help at the moment, like after this, of course we will have some reconstruction, but only way you can, like as people outside of Turkey, only way you can help is unfortunately by donation. um, and also we are very thankful because we have a lot of rescue teams all over the world. Like Greek people are here, Italian rescue team is here. We are very grateful for that, especially like our neighbors, especially from the Mediterranean region, like Spain, Italy, Greece. They're just showing a big empathy and they are here to save our people. We are very grateful for that and we won't forget it. The only way you can help, as I say, is unfortunately by donation of the money, and we are trying to secure the to work with the trustable organizations. So at the moment, more and more people are donating to the NGOs, and this is the only thing you can help, you can do at the moment.
Okay. Thank you Funda. Funda ci ha spiegato che, come avete visto dalla mappa, ci ha fatto vedere dove è Istanbul, dove è Ankara, che è la capitale, però appunto Istanbul e altre città sono anche importanti. Come dire, un paese che vive su una falda, quindi è costantemente, come dire, soggetto a terremoti. Il problema è che le regolamentazioni, le normative antisismiche purtroppo in questi anni non sono state applicate e su questo un po', come dire, anche la popolazione turca è delusa e arrabbiata perché si sapeva un po', come si suol dire, che queste cose potevano accadere, sicuramente magari non di queste entità, però era importante applicare il codice. Ci ha detto appunto che adesso tutte le squadre umanitarie dei paesi del Mediterraneo stanno arrivando e stanno supportando e ringrazia per questo. E ci ha detto appunto che il modo migliore per aiutare in questo momento è tramite le donazioni e appunto questo è tramite l'aiuto che si può dare alle singole NGO locali. So Funda, thank you for sharing that. Actually, I also want to say that in Italy we are also a country that is affected by earthquakes, so more is our solidarity also because we know the very problem. We had an earthquake in Abruzzo and near Marche in the central region of Italy that was so hard. I think not so hard as the one that you are experiencing because I think that the entity was less, but we know what does it mean and our support can stand eventually if you want also in sharing our experience on reconstruction and so on. So feel free also to contact us for that. And finally, I don't want to take too much of your time, but one last thing that I want to ask you. You mentioned that we can help through donation and through support to local NGO. If you want to share some particular
Mhm.
initiative that you indicate that can be the best, and we commit as Hubs in Italia to also share and promote on our channels.
Yeah, thank you, Domenico. I think, like as I say, that as the Mediterranean countries, we understand each other the best because it is also in our culture, in our habitat. So it was great. We are very thankful, as I said, to see that the rescue teams from Spain, from Italy, from Greece, they were here, and anytime they just saved someone, they were so happy. So thank you so much for just sharing this. Thank you so much that your country is already helping. It is very precious for us. And as I say, at the moment, what we just do as Turkish citizens, in fact, as I'm based here, we are just collecting the goods for the emergency, and we are just sending them. But you, as the foreigner people, you don't have this opportunity. So there is some secure places that you can donate. Um, for instance, I want to show. This is a trustable campaign that you can donate. We can also just send the link. It is just called as Turkish Philanthropy Funds, and this is Turkey Earthquake Relief Fund. You can already just see that it just reached more than half of its goal. And this is a collective fund that it just transfer. It is money to the other local NGOs. For instance, it is just transferring its money to Akut, to the Needs Map, to Support Life, to community volunteers, to AHBAP. Like personally, I just donated to AHBAP and I've donated to the Needs Map, but it doesn't matter if you're a foreigner, you can directly come and donate it. It's just very quick. And I also know that for some people in the States, in the America, there are just some funds where you just donate, for instance, 10 euros, and they also include another 10 euros. So maybe you can see that, but whenever you're just funding, you're just donating, be sure that at least you find some of these names, because we know that by the time pass, unfortunately there will be some frauds, maybe there will be some bad people that wants the money for itself. So what we are just trying to do now, the money is channeling to the true foundation, channeling, for instance, to up foundation or support to life or to akut foundation. So this is how you can just donate money at the moment. And as I say that some companies, especially in the states, they are also collecting money from their employees, you know, and they're just giving more. So the only thing you can do is just being sure that when you're donating, at least these names are just listed on their channels.
Thank you very much, Funda, because this is very precious insight for our work also here. I will translate for the Italian audience. Funda ci ha fatto vedere questa piattaforma di Turkish Philanthropy dove possiamo, come dire, donare eventualmente in modo sicuro. Non importa appunto se voi avete magari già donato per altre piattaforme, eccetera, eccetera. Questa piattaforma sta cercando di raccogliere fondi ed è diciamo, quasi arrivato al suo obiettivo, è a buon punto sicuramente data anche la tempistica. Questa piattaforma poi distribuirà tutte le donazioni sulle altre piattaforme e sulle altre attività che in qualche modo stanno attivandosi. Ci hai anche detto che ci sono diverse compagnie americane, internazionali che stanno adesso lavorando. È importante che nelle campagne che noi andiamo a selezionare vediamo un po' questi nomi. Questa piattaforma mostra anche una serie, una lista di altre azioni in aiuto e quindi quando troviamo quei nomi, quando diciamo, ci sono questi riferimenti, allora significa che è sicuro, evitiamo eventuali frodi, perché comunque anche in queste situazioni purtroppo ci sono situazioni fraudolente. Okay, thank you very much, Funda,
Thank you.
for showing. If you want like a final remark or a final space for you before closing, thanks again for having this interview with us, and I leave you the floor for your last comments and your last
Yeah,
thoughts.
yeah. One thing, this is also something that I just say to my colleagues. Even you're not able to donate, etc. So I think it doesn't matter whether it's a Turkish living in the States, living in the Italia, living in the France. We are just sharing the same agony at the moment. So like it is the fifth day, and some of us even just couldn't sleep, eat because we feel guilty when people are just suffering there. So I think the best way to help, if there is a Turkish colleague of yours, just ask how you can help. Maybe because it is also families in the disaster. It is the best to help from the first hand. I will suggest rather than maybe donating. And right now, we know that this region has some emergency needs like water, sanitary centers. So this is why we are just donating money. But also we know that by the time there will be some security issues, that is why we are trying to host some families from this region. So if you have any Turkish neighbor, just ask what she needs, and ask whether maybe you can just guest someone from this affected region, because unfortunately we know that the security will be an issue, and also the some health problems, because this region is lack of sanity and people just, you know, under the debris. So the guessing someone or just asking whether your Turkish colleague's friend need anything would be the best help.
Thank you very much, Funda. I will translate before closing. Funda ci ha detto che anche se non riusciamo a donare, la cosa migliore che possiamo fare è contattare un collega turco, eventualmente se abbiamo dei colleghi turchi o delle persone che conosciamo, chiedere loro com'è il miglior modo per aiutarli, perché in quelle zone adesso c'è il problema dell'evento naturale, della calamità, però ci saranno a breve anche problemi legati alla sicurezza, alle condizioni sanitarie, perché comunque quelle zone spesso magari vivono in condizioni precarie, quindi il miglior modo per aiutare è quello di chiedere qual è diciamo, ai diretti interessati quale può essere la via migliore. Thank you very much, Funda, again for your time. Thank you
Thank you
for
so
this
much.
interview. Let's stay connected because we will follow up with our platform, what's going on, and do the best for helping us. We will promote also the links that you send. Thanks again, and we are with you all the
Thank you.
moments.
Thank you. We feel it. So much appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye and
Bye.
arrivederci a tutti.